Hey everybody, welcome back to Messy Vegan Baker. I'm Christina, and this week we're going back to our series, where we are going to be testing out new, different vegan butter alternatives. For the sake of science, I should have been making like the same cookie for every single one, but I get bored, and I have so many cookies, and I need to bring them into work. You know, why not mix it up? Like, I think that's fun, because then you guys get more recipes, and I don't get as bored, so... They're the same type of cookies. They're drop cookies, so at least we're staying in that genre. So today, we are going to be making Fun-fetti cookies. Now, I realized I already have this recipe because they turned out really well and they tasted amazing. And I have a giant thing of sprinkles that apparently expires really soon, which is weird. I kind of think it's just because the colors fade or something. I don't know. Maybe they go bad. We might just be testing that out later. Oops. I'll have the recipe linked down below for you guys. And oh yeah, the butter alternatives. So today we're going to be going a more fruity style, and we're going to be testing applesauce, pumpkin puree, which mine is thawing. Oh, pretty well actually. And a mashed banana. I'm excited. I'm really curious as to how these will work out. That's what we're going to be testing. I will walk you through how to make the cookies in this video, and then I'll just have the link to that down below. And somewhere, somehow in my blog, there will be information about what works best. Without further ado, let's get baking. To make these cookies, you're going to heat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and make your egg replacer, whatever that is. I'm using a general egg replacer. And then for the vegan butter, if you're using the banana, just mash it until it's super smooth and measure it out to a half a cup for 1 stick of butter. And if you are doing applesauce or pumpkin puree, just measure it out, stick it in the bowl, and start to cream the butter and sugar together until it is super smooth and looks well combined. Then you're going to add in your vegan egg and your vanilla, and again, just mix it until it is a homogeneous mixture. Then you're going to add your baking powder, your salt, and flour, and mix on low speed until it is just incorporated, and add the milk. Continue to combine, and then add the sprinkles and mix until just combined. Then scoop out onto a greased baking sheet if you are using a fruit puree instead of butter, and bake for 10 to 12 minutes or until the tops are just slightly golden brown. Okay, I am kind of doing 2 experiments. Oh wait, hold on, back up. Okay, we're back. So I made all 3 of them, and I am kind of doing a second experiment in and of itself where I just baked half of the dough right away. I didn't put it in the fridge. So all of these have been baked right away. No freezing, no putting in the fridge, nothing. And then I will bake the other half eventually. So here they are, cookies. Something I realized a little too late, but that's okay, is that you need to grease your pans because this isn't butter. These are fruits, and they get sticky and they don't unstick things like butter. So if you are using a fruit puree instead of butter or vegan butter or whatever, make sure you grease them because there's no oil in these to make them not stick to the pan. I learned that the hard way, so you're welcome. These are the banana ones, applesauce and pumpkin puree. And the banana ones browned the most, and they also spread the most, which is interesting. I'm very curious to see if there's a flavor with this one and the applesauce. Anything else right off the bat? These 2 definitely didn't spread out as much. They kind of stayed their own shape, and none of them seemed to brown very much on the bottom, which is interesting and just a good side note. Let's try them. So we'll do the banana one first. It's very hard on the outside. I'm not a fan. You definitely taste the banana. Like, it is very, very prominent. It kind of reminds me of fruity flavors, like a little bit of that aftertaste. So, I mean, maybe if I just had a different mindset when trying these, I wouldn't mind them so much. Okay, I actually really like the aftertaste because it tastes like Fruity Pebbles. So, yeah, I would just name this Fruity Pebble cereal or Fruity Pebble cookies, and people might actually like this. The only thing is the inside is still gooey, like basically completely unbaked, and there's a giant air pocket. But when you think about this as Fruity Pebble cookies, that's really good. So yeah, I love this one. On to the applesauce. So again, these ones are really white. They are still very hard on the outside. So I kind of wonder if these are all gonna have the same issues. I feel like there's a tiny bit of extra sweetness from the applesauce, but not nearly as much as I thought there would be. And these ones are actually pretty cakey on the inside, still a little raw in some places. And I cooked these for a long time. It has a good flavor. Nothing really pops at you. So these aren't my favorite kind of cookies. Like, you definitely might want to add maybe a little bit more salt or more vanilla or some extra flavor in there, because there's just not much happening. And I did my own Fun-fetti cookie recipe. Maybe I need to update it. All right, for the pumpkin puree, same issue. Didn't really brown. It's very crunchy, hard on the top, very airy and cakey and raw in the middle. I don't know. It's a lot like the applesauce. Slightly less sweet, but same thing. I don't know what I think about that. Overall, I think this one is a winner. I think this needs a little bit more finagling. It needs actual fat in there for the butter, but honestly, that one could be a really good fruity pebble cookie. And these ones, they just need more flavor. They need more oomph, you know? If you're trying to make these healthier, then yeah, I think this would be a good option. But if you're trying to make actual cookies and you're trying to make them taste good, I don't know. I don't think so. I think using an oil or just vegan butter would be better than the fruit, which I'm not really surprised. Although I will say I find it interesting that these guys do okay when they're used as egg replacers, but not butter. Probably because, I don't know, egg is to moisten and bind it and kind of help with the structure, and butter is like fat. And I think it kind of helps with the structure, I think. But yeah, it also adds flavor. That's what's missing. Okay, that would make sense. I'd say if you're definitely in a pinch and you have absolutely nothing else, yeah, this definitely could work. But I don't recommend using this if you already have a vegan butter or another oil that you could use. And that's my 2 cents. I will have the link to this blog post down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. If you are a regular here, hello, welcome back. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And let me know in the comments down below what kind of vegan butter replacement you like to use, whether it's a brand or something from around the house like coconut oil. Let me know. I'm curious. Hope you learned something and or were entertained, and I will see all of you lovely humans next time. Bye. Thought I had that from the top. Dapple. Except, I don't know.
Welcome to Stuff You Should Know, a production of iHeartRadio.
Keep spitting everywhere.